Check it out!
This year's human hero is no stranger to many in the animal welfare and human services world. She has been active in supporting the work of many organizations here in the Valley, but her love of animals goes way back to her days as a young child growing up in Missouri.
Hi, I'm Jami Pryor, and I'm on the board for Lost Our Home Pet Rescue in Arizona. I spent a lot of time with my grandparents growing up on a farm. There was all kinds of animals, cats, dogs, horses, pigs. Kittens were my favorite. First thing I would do every morning is run out to the barn and pet the kittens, watch my grandpa milk cows and squirt the cats with milk, and then I would try to sneak them back in the house.
When Jami grew up and moved away to college, her kitten smuggling days were behind her, but cats would remain an important part of her life. One in particular set her on the path to what would become a lifelong passion of service.
I've always been involved in animal welfare at some level. Probably didn't even know that's what it was called, but if I would find a stray animal, I would pick it up, I would try to find a home for it, and was usually pretty successful in that endeavor. I think I officially got involved in animal welfare. I got a kitten actually as a Christmas present that had a respiratory infection that had come from a shelter. And after talking to a vet who said, well, that's common in shelters, I thought, well, why is that common? And then started working with the shelter. We raised a little bit of money to fix that problem, and later got on their board, and it just sort of rolled from there.
After years of volunteering for traditional animal shelters, Jami was introduced to Lost Our Home Pet Rescue when she moved to Arizona. Through Lost Our Home and their temporary care program, which cares for pets for up to 90 days when families are going through a hard time, Jami was introduced to the struggles many low-income households face in caring for their animals.
One of the things that I've learned about animal welfare, particularly at Lost Our Home, is that people that run into a crisis and don't have a lot of solutions, that there are organizations out there that can help. Whether it's a temporary thing or helping them with food insecurity and different things like that, that all of those things are part of what keep animals in their homes. I think everybody has an idea that every pet is going to live in a family that doesn't have any needs that they can't afford, but that's just truly not the case. And I think some of the most loved animals are those that are in situations where the family can't afford food or can't afford veterinary care. And so if we can help those families, not only do they have an extra family member that they love dearly, but the animals actually thrive as well.
The Arizona Pet Project partners closely with Lost Our Home, and in 2019 placed a social worker on site at their shelter to provide additional support for the families in their temporary care program. In 2023, the two organizations launched a statewide initiative to bring services to families across Arizona.
The reason I love Arizona Pet Project is because they also do many things for underserved people like Lost Our Home. We have a couple of partnerships that we've worked together on, and that's how I became introduced to Arizona Pet Project. But I feel like they are very parallel in doing many of the same things for the people that are very much in need.
Together, Jami and her husband Fred have impacted thousands of pets and people in our community, and a commitment to giving back is a central theme in both of their lives.
It's important to Fred and I that we support the animal welfare community because we recognize how animal welfare and human welfare are so tied together. They really go hand in hand. I think often people think that it's an animal problem or a human problem. It's a combined effort to make it better for both. The bonds that it puts together with people and pets, and all of the good stories that come out. There's always the negative things that we have to overcome, but they all end in good stories.
In addition to financial support and board service, Jami has spent decades fostering kittens. For many years, it was with the help of her beloved kitten nanny, Mickey.
Fostering kittens in particular is one of my favorite things to do. The bottle feeder size is my specialty. I had a cat, Mickey, who whenever I would prepare to foster, the house would change a little bit of things coming into it, and Mickey knew that was going to happen. And he was so serious about his job. He would I would feed them, they would have milk on their face, he would clean them up and then snuggle them up, and then as they got squirmy and were ready to eat again, he would come and let me know and I would do my part, but he really did all the heavy lifting. There's just nothing more rewarding than a full little cat belly and them going right back to sleep.
For all the ways you have made our community a better place for pets and people, Jami, you are our hero.